Most of us have definitely heard of gender privilege at least once throughout our lives, whether if it's male or female privilege. Those were given to us based on what gender we are.
Although it sounds beneficial because we are allowed to do or have certain things without that much work, it is also very subjective and one-sided, meaning one privilege that belongs to one gender can be disadvantaging to the other, often because something called a stereotype.
These stereotypes come from a stigma about gender privilege, and the stigma is about men and women.
They come from what society has expected from men and from women since the world began.
Stereotype is a fixed or generalized belief about a particular group or class of people. By stereotyping, we infer that a person has a whole range of characteristics and abilities that we assume all members of that group have.
For example, like men is usually known as a hardworking person than women. One of the examples of privileges that causes a disadvantages on the other end is, in my opinion, it's from women privilege. I think men look at women to be protected, but on the other hand, men have to protect themselves, and it is very often to see women protecting men at some cases.
One example can be when women do not get promoted as easy as men do. Another example can be when society expects more from men than from women, so that puts a lot of pressure on men, so there are disadvantages for men and for women.
A gender privilege for women is that in most of the countries women have maternity license and men do not.
Personally, I think there should be a gender equality, and each gender has to not depend on each other in their lives.
First thing we gotta do is to get informed about this situation and to be aware of the damage that it is causing to men and to women. And we have to be empathetic about this situation to make it better and to find solutions. But the first thing we gotta do is to understand it very well.
We can just change the stereotypes directly, or the psychology that underlines it, because it's based on everyday observations. That's why we have to change the reality that people observe. So try to be more empathetic. Seek to know more about the context of that person to understand them. Don't let privilege cloud your empathy.
That's all from Group 8. Thank you for watching.